Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to Tarot for Life. I'm here today to do a love and general reading for you. So, quick note, if you'd like to book a private reading, just put your email in the comment box below. And also, you just pay $20 to Vanderseer. That's my cash tag on Cashapp. If you'd like to contribute to my channel in any way, we send funds, maybe like $10 or $20 to Vanderseer on Cash App. Thank you very much. So we're going to hop right into this by saying, Scorpio, God is obsessed with you. The spirits are obsessed with you. And Cupid is waiting for you. Like the minute you leave your house, I swear to God, you're going to be hit with something. So the thing about Scorpios is you guys are normally chased because you like to be aloof and you like to be chased. You're like the kitty cat. You guys like to be chased. You like to be catcalled, and you just come over, meow, meow. Then you stop in the middle of the street, lay on your back, and flick your tail a little bit. Then you walk back to where you were, and it's like, meow. And the person's just like, oh, I want to pet you. Come here. And it's like, nah. And you just leave. It makes them sad. So, but something is happening right now. The chasers, no, the chased is becoming the chaser, and the keepers are becoming the catchers. So, you guys are really going to be going at somebody crazy. Like, there's like a new energy because Venus is in retrograde direct. And what that means is whatever you normally do in relationships or preluding to a relationship is going to be switched around, and you're going to be really into looking at somebody. You're going to be into just like, when I say looking at somebody, that's the word that came to me. I feel like you guys are going to be like taking on the energy of a stalker. Like, there's like a lot of like stereotypes and whatnot about Scorpios being kind of stalkerish, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like you guys are really just going to be taking on the energy of someone who kind of just like is just watching and reading. I feel like you guys are like in school. You may be in a college or like a prep school or like a dormitory school or boarding school, and I just see you like creeping behind like buildings and totem poles, just like on not totem poles, just like pillars and whatnot. And you're just like looking at someone from a distance. You're just like watching them. You're just like smiling, and you're not watching them with like a dorm, like, oh my God, look at him. You're watching him like, yeah, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Because you guys, when you are not in a relationship with somebody, but you really like the way they look and you really feel like they have this sort of personality, because what Scorpios love the most is not necessarily the physicality of somebody, it's their personality. Like, you literally can get off on someone with a good personality just by thinking about the good traits of them. Like, they're so funny and they're so caring. And I saw them pet a puppy. He really pet the fuck out of that puppy. God damn. I want you to pet me like you pet that puppy, you nice man. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Like, I see you guys just like really ravenously fantasizing over somebody, and it's just drawing you to come near them. Like, I feel like you guys are like really going to be doing some creepy illegal trespassing shit, like not breaking into their house, but I feel like you guys are going to like set up camp outside of their apartment or whatever, or their dorm. You're just going to like be listening in like a little cup to your ear, like to the front door, trying to hear something that's going on. Just a quick warning of activity. Don't threaten them or their significant other. Don't threaten their significant other, because Scorpios are violent creatures when it comes to like a romantic adversary. You're very violent and you're very serious. Like, you would literally murder somebody if they were going after the person who you're really into. So be very careful with that. And don't let it get ahead of yourself, because you're not in a relationship with this person. I want to stress, this is a message for Scorpios who've been single for the majority of this year. Like, if you got out of a relationship like in February, this is for you. Because Scorpios, you like relationships because you like to be touched, you like to be adorned with affection, you like to be worshipped. You guys have a big body worship fetish on yourself. You like someone who adores you. So you go for people who are adoring individuals. Like, you go for the dude that pets his dog and whatnot. So the first card for you is actually the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So you guys see something in somebody and it's a love interest. But the Page of Swords kind of scares me, because that's the stalking card. The Page of Swords literally means I'm watching this person from afar to gather information about their personality and their behavior and what kind of person they will be in a relationship. So you're literally doing that. And when I say you're doing that, you're not just on Facebook, just like scrolling up and down their feed, trying to get something from them. I'm just trying to like see what they're all about. You're literally just like following them, like you're trailing them, you're shadowing them around, like they're like a mentor. And it's like they notice you. So please don't think that you're like not please don't think that you're slick or you're sly or whatever, because they are noticing you, because the person you're interested in is either a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. There are no, I don't see a fire sign, because with a fire sign, you can't really stalk on a fire sign because they're way too egotistical, and they're just like, come out like, hey, so you're watching me? Yeah, you want to see what someone see it, want to see it up close, baby? Yeah, yeah, all this, baby, come on. And a lot of times, Scorpios aren't really drawn to fire signs unless you're looking at like a Leo, because they're more laid back. But for Sagittarius and Aries, you guys are like normally repelled by them because they're like social sluts. And Scorpios like people who keep themselves more, because they're very private sexual signs, and they don't want someone who's just like, yeah, look at me. Yeah, I want the crowd, not just one person, da 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 da. So when I say that they're watching you too, I really mean that, because I feel like the majority of you guys have paired up with another Scorpio, or maybe even a Libra. Because I see like you guys are like making indirect eye contact. Like you stare, then you look away, then they stare, and then they look away, and then your eyes meet and you both look away, and you just have this little like cat game going, like a cat and mouse game, and you're both cats and you're just kind of stalking around each other like, hey, hey, hey. Like I see two cats circling each other going like, hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah, hey, bye, bye, hey, hey, yeah, I see you too, what's up? I feel like there's like a lot of fear from like past relationships, and that's why you're kind of like playing it low key, because the only time a Scorpio doesn't like come forth like, hey, be with me, I'm me, I'm the shit. The only time that happens is when like you've either made a mistake with the said person, or you were violently abused physically, emotionally, maybe even sexually in a previous relationship. I feel like it could be a mix of those, and I'm sorry if that's you going through this, but the only time you're not like out front with your feelings for somebody is when you're like abused. And yeah, that really kind of fucks up your game, because you guys are what I like to call you silent chasers. Like you're the type to like leave little gifts outside their house, and just like, hey, I think this person's gonna be here at this time, so I'm gonna order a lift for them. And the person just walks out, like maybe they're gonna walk or take the bus, and just like a lift, like, hey, yeah, this was paid for you by so and so. Oh, you're not secret anonymous lover. Like you guys are like that kind of person. And then you just happen to be there, just like, hey, yeah, we're going on a date. Yeah, because Scorpios are one of the most confident signs people need, because they're a water sign. They're not very confident, but they actually have more confidence and more real internal confidence than any Sagittarius. And that's like the most confident sign. Like Scorpios are not shy. They're only shy if they've been in abusive relationships where they were cheated on or degraded. That's the only time. So, in terms of love, I feel like this is going to be a very, very entertaining time for you, because you like the slow burn in relationships. Like a lot of you guys like romance novels that take like, it's like not until chapter 20, page 510, when they finally have their first kiss. Like a lot of you guys like that, because you like to really memorize or just like novelize relationships. It's just like, yeah, 5 years later, I'm ready for you. 10 years later, first kiss. Mwah. That's an exaggeration, but yeah, like I feel like you guys just have had a very boring first half of this year, but things are shaking up, because if you know, like the Wheel of Fortune is here in this reading, and it's turned into love. This is now like a big turning moment in your life. So if you felt very stagnant and very lonely in this time, things are changing up very, very fast, and you're going to be madly obsessed with someone. Like most obsessions with Scorpios happen like back in the day, like when you're like 5 or 6, you get really obsessed with someone because the way they swing and the motherfucking playground really just like grind your gears in some way. Like most Scorpios like someone who irritates them, because Scorpios are really non-irritable people. And I feel like it's one of those again, like maybe it started because you got irritated because every time they threw like a balled up piece of paper at a trash can in class, they missed, and somehow it just irked you, and now you can't leave them alone. So, yeah, this is a pretty simple, cool reading. Just know that you guys are just going to be stalking the hell out of somebody. I feel like you already are. And if you're not, come June 10th, you're going to have already met that person. I feel like it's a woman for most of you. A lot of Scorpios are going to be in same-sex relationships this year. A lot of male Scorpios are going to be with women with different genitalia. A lot of female Scorpios are going to be met with men with different genitalia. There's a lot of transgender love going on here. There's a lot of gender fluid love going on here, because Scorpios are one of the most accepting, loving signs in the world, because they love things that are abnormal. They love things that go against the collective consciousness of normal. Like if everyone has brown hair, they love someone who's blonde. They just love it. Like, it's not like to sensationalize it, but yeah.